With Rwandan and UN guards in tow, President Faustin-Archange was one of the earliest to cast their ballots as polls opened in Central African Republic's presidential and parliamentary elections on Sunday. Touadéra was keen to show his nervous compatriots that the vote was happening, despite renewed rebel violence in the countryside. I thank President Paul Kagame, the Rwandan government, and the Rwandan people for their support in securing this process. This will allow Central Africans to freely choose their leaders. Opposition parties have said voting would not be possible outside Bangui, where armed groups and militias exert control. The main opposition candidate, Anise Dologele, also voted in the capital. He said holding the vote in the face of insecurity denies people outside Bangui a chance to participate. Unfortunately, I have the impression that more than half of the country did not vote, which is what we feared when we asked for the conditions to be set for every citizen to be able to exercise their right to vote. Elsewhere in the capital, people lined up to vote at polling centers set up in school buildings and community centers. Peacekeepers and Central African National Security Forces were on guard to secure election workers and observers. Security has been beefed up. On the streets and in the polling stations we've visited, there is a very unusual security presence to ensure that the electoral process goes ahead uninterrupted and the population can vote in peace. We have also heard about some violent incidents in some cities like Bois, where we're told that the city was besieged this morning by armed groups and that the population was unable to vote. In Bambari, the population went out to vote, but the exercise was also disrupted by armed groups. So these are all concerns that we can record today, but on the whole, everything is going well. No shots have been heard so far in Bangui. Tension remains though, and in a few hours, voting will close and we will know a little more.
Bangui pour Africanews.